everybody, it is another week, another video. Thank you so much to anyone who interacted with my last video. I really appreciate it, and I really hope you did enjoy. I'm going to be honest, the first couple of videos are going to be a little bit kind of chillaxed. There's not going to be much kind of schedule to them, I suppose. I just wanted to make the videos, really get used to kind of editing, get used to kind of filming them, see my style, see what kind of things I like to do, and then as time develops, will hopefully get a little bit more experimental and developmental. Developmental, is that a word? I don't know. But basically, I wanted to kind of make sense of what I did last week. So I feel like it would make sense. So I've done the video on what Tropic is and how I became an ambassador. This video is going to be how you can actually become an ambassador with Tropic. And then the next video is going to be opening the ambassador starter kit. So because that's how I started my journey, I found out what Tropic was. I loved the product for years. I became an ambassador. I feel like that kind of follows my journey and that makes most sense. And then what I'm going to do is because also I've got my starter kit and it's all sat there, I thought I'd show you that as well. And I'll do that as my next video. And then after that, I'll kind of show you Tropic itself, the actual products. And we'll go into each of the products and each of the collections and all different things like that. So obviously you can swap and change them. You don't have to watch them in that order, but I felt like it makes sense for the order. So today, as I just mentioned, I'm going to be talking about how you can become an ambassador. So you obviously heard my story last week about how I became an ambassador, as in how I went from, you know, my normal 9-to-5 job to what I'm doing now. And sorry, I'm really not sure on my hair today. Half up, half down. I did the heatless curls with the with my dressing gown, and normally it comes out quite well, but it was not giving this morning. Anyway, so I thought it would make, I've completely lost my train of thought now. But anyway, basically, I'm going to tell you how to be an ambassador. So we're going to start nice and simple. So I've told you my story. So I basically wanted to become an ambassador. My mum was actually an ambassador. So I had a little bit of help, but I didn't really need to. So basically, there are ambassadors up and down the country. So I said in the first video that Susie never ever wanted to have people kind of have the products within the shops because they're made. As soon as you order them, they're made and then they're sent to you. So she wanted them to be fully natural and all sorts of things like that. So that if they're not fully natural, she wanted them to be basically not sat on the shelves for ages. Basically, she wanted them to be bought, gone, because of the natural ingredients. That's what I was trying to say. So because of that, she wanted it also to be very personal. She wanted people to be helped with their skin. She wanted people to, you know, be able to share their passion and their love for products and be able to help somebody else. And be able to help people create their own business. So not only is she helping create a healthier and more empowered world in terms of the actual world with the actual products itself, but also with people. You know, this has changed so many people's lives. They've got full businesses out of this. They do this as a full-time job, part-time businesses. People have been able to go on holiday. They've been able to do more things for themselves. It's just incredible. So it doesn't work like a traditional pyramid scheme. So I hate it when people say to me, oh, it's just, I'm not buying into your pyramid scheme. It's not like that at all. With a normal pyramid scheme, the people above you will make less than you, will basically mean that they make more and you make less. That's not the case with Tropic. How it works is, of course, you have Susie, the CEO, Carlton and her team, and she pays all of them whatever it is that they need to be paid. She then has her ambassadors. The ambassadors sell the products and whatever they make 25%. Every single ambassador up and down the country has 25% commission, and that is always how it works all round. Everybody gets 25% commission. So just because you are my ambassador doesn't mean I lose out on my commission because of that. What you do though is if you become a leader, which I'm actually working my way up towards currently, if you become a leader, so you have 5 people within your team, then you get an extra percentage on top of that. So not only is the 25% the highest, one of the highest brackets in the whole of the UK for commission, if you become a leader, you get an extra percent, so it works out about 35%. Yeah, I'm not joking. So because my leader, she gets a little bit of extra money for basically helping me out from Tropic. So it's Tropic losing out, not anybody else, which is amazing. So all I had to do was contact an ambassador that I knew. So you could contact me, you can just send me a message and say, I'd love to become an ambassador. Can I join your team? Yes, absolutely. How it would work from there is basically you will be very excited. We will have a little meeting. We can meet for coffee. We can do it over FaceTime, and I will go through with you the forms. It's a really simple form. You just fill out basic things like you would any other form, your address, your name, your email, all sorts of different things like that. And then you buy a £200 kit. Now, this is the only £200 I've ever spent since starting my journey. And I mean, even on my own products. Yeah. So as an ambassador, you start off with your initial kit because it means that you have products to try if you've never tried them before. It means you can try all of the basic range, again, to get a perfect kit for you so you can tell people what you actually like. It means that you can have products to give out as borrow bags to your customers for them to try before they buy. And it also means that when you do parties, you have a basic kit to show so people can test it, can try it, and can look at it when you're at the parties. So with that in mind, you buy this £200 kit, which again, in my next video, I'm actually going to show you the kit. It's in a beautiful white box and it's got all the different products within it. And I will show you what's inside, a brief overview of what's inside. And then again, as time goes on, I will really go into depth in the ingredients and actually what they're good for on your skin. So you get the £200 kit, you pay the £200 and then that's it. You'll get a little introduction email, a welcome to Tropic from the HQ team. You'll get a couple of other emails to kind of set up some different bits, and you don't have to worry about any of that. Again, we can have a meeting, so we can either meet for coffee in person or have another FaceTime, and we can go through everything. So my leader, because I'm going to be new to it at the moment, would be helping me do that. So she might be on the call explaining how to become an ambassador. All you really need to do, it really doesn't take up too much time. I'd say I probably had 2 calls with my leader before I kind of knew everything. And she basically just went through what Tropic is, what you do as an ambassador, and kind of how the systems work. Really, really, really simple. So basically, as an ambassador, all you do is tell everyone you know about Tropic and you try and sell the products. So she went through the online ordering system. So you will be sent a link to your own personalized website, which you can have. I'll actually link my website below in these videos as well, in case you ever want to just make an order online. So you'll be given your own personalized website shop, and all you've got to do is make sure to log into that, and you'll be given all the login details. So you just need to log in and you can share that with the world. Given some tips on how to post on social media if you want to do it, but it's your business, you're selling the way you want to. So if you want to go out and talk to everyone that you know about Tropic and that's how you want to sell the products, then go for it. If you want to give somebody a couple of the products from your bag and get them to try it that you know, go for it. If you want to just sell it to your family, go for it. If you want to just buy it for yourself, that is absolutely fine. However you want to do your business, you can do it. And of course, within these meetings, we can give you ideas. So it can be the main ones, like I said. I post on social media. I post on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And to be honest, most of those, I actually do just recycle the same material and just have different audiences on each of them. And then I also do messages to potential new customers. So I contact people through Facebook, through mutual friends and things like that. Tell everybody about the products anyway, which I was doing anyway. And I do parties. So again, if I message people and say, hey, I've started this new business, would you like to try some products? Because I'd really love to share it. For me, I'm not selling the products. I'm never selling them. I'm recommending them and I'm sharing them, which is what I do anyway. And if you stick by that and you have a passion for the products, you're going to absolutely shine. So you have your website shop link, then you have your online ordering system. So with this, you have a complete section called the lounge where all of the different things from Tropic HQ get put. It could be incentives for the month, it can be new things that are coming, it can be social media pictures, whatever else it is, it goes in there. Also in there, you have training sessions. So not only do you get trainings from your leader, myself, but what you can have is Susie and the team have created an incredible pack of amazing trainings. I try and do one of these a week and they literally take 5-10 minutes, most of them. And I really enjoy sitting there learning about the products, learning about the company. It's really, really interesting. I don't like learning. I was a proper keno in school because I knew I needed to do well, but I hated the actual work. Literally want to fall asleep. But this, I actually want to do. So you can tell it's fun. And within that as well, you also have a little social media section, which basically has content for you constantly. It'll come through, it'll have pictures, there'll be new product, kind of pictures of the product, videos of the products, all the different prices and all sorts of things like that. So there's all your main information you can find. Every week, you'll be sent an email from HQ with any updates. So it might be that the HQ have decided to have an offer on for a week or for a month. So for example, at the moment, they've just released that you can get, if you spend £60 between now and the end of the month, you get some under eye masks as an extra freebie, which is incredible. And of course, and you get 5 in a pack as well. So a whole pack just for spending £60. I think it's pretty good. Oh, sorry, we've still got the dog here. Hi, Loonies. She's so cute. I'm literally going to miss her so much when she goes. She's going to go back home soon. Can you stay with me? Sorry, I get so distracted with her sometimes. She's just so cute. Anyways, so while can you see her leg? Hello. Oh, she's adorable. I love her. Right, anyway, if you're a lover of dogs, you'll understand. I actually used to be scared of dogs, but we got this dog and yeah, I just become obsessed with dogs. There was a lot to it before that, but anyway. So you get all of that. So you've got your initial kit. You have been given a little session from me to explain to go through the ordering system. So it's a very, very simple system. You basically just put person's details in, and once their details are in once, you can save them, and then you just pop in their name and it will come up again. You just put in the product name of what the product is, and you have your magazine, so you have little product codes as well if you want to use those, and then you process the order. With each order, you also get a host credit. So what the host credit does is basically it means that every time you place an order, you can get products for free. So if you are the host, if every time you place an order within your system, you place an order and you can be the host of that order, that means that you get free products. Oh, here she is. Hi. That means you get free products to either give away to your customers, so if you want to do a fun giveaway, or it means that you can get your own products for completely free. It also means that if you have a customer that wants to host a party, so say, for example, I have my sister hosting a party this weekend for me. She's got a load of people coming over. She will be the host of that party, and it means that anyone that buys anything from that party, she will get a % to basically spend on products herself. So I think it's 10% that you get to spend on products yourself. So 10% per each order that you get to spend on yourself. So she'll be the host to say, I don't know, they spent £200. She might have £60 to spend. That was just a rough ballpark amount. But it's a really, really nice way to kind of thank your host for hosting a party, and also it's a really good way for you to get your free products and for you to do giveaways without spending out any money. Once you've done all of those things, and now it's kind of time to try the products. So I personally was really, really lucky, and I'd used the products for absolutely years, so I already knew what I loved, but there was things I want to try, and I constantly want to try all the new products to make sure I can sell what I love to my customers. But definitely get to know the products, try the products, know what you like, know what you dislike, really, really get to grips with them. Make sure you really understand the systems and make sure you understand all the different things. I've got here behind me, my trusty notebook I carry on me everywhere. In the front of the notebook, I've got a section which is all of my learning, so I can go back and read through it. In the second section, I've got a list of potential customers, and I've also got a list of my customers and what their regular orders are, so I can give them any recommendations. And I've got a little bit at the back to help me with new ideas. So it could be, how can I expand my customer base, or all different things like that. I tend to have a meeting with my leader probably once a month or once every few months, just to kind of catch up and see where I'm at, see how I'm doing. And you can have that with me, of course, as well. We can organise that again over FaceTime or a coffee. We can do that, which can be fun. It's also a great way to make some friends. So my leader, because she has quite a big team, she does a coffee morning once a month, which she gets all of the team together. So if you can attend, you can attend. And if you can't, you can't. Sometimes it's just a general nice chit chat. Sometimes it's nice to talk about your business and share ideas with other ambassadors as well. So this is definitely something that I'd like to do when I have more of a team myself. So you've got your ordering system, you've got your links, you know how to sell the product, and it's just as simple as that. You can do it completely around your time schedule. So if you're a busy mum, it's perfect for you because it literally means when the kids are in bed or having a nap, you have 5 minutes to do something yourself. Or it means, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Or it means if you've got a busy job like me being freelance, it means that you can work away around it. And even my mum, she has a general 9 to 5, doesn't work weekends, and she just does it a little bit in the evening, every so often, just to make a little bit of extra money before or after she goes to work. It really works for so many different people, and it's such a good opportunity. With that, you also get loads of opportunities. So you don't have any pressure to make any money with Tropic. Normally they do recommend that you make £250 a month. And obviously that's for Tropic, not for yourself. They recommend this because it just is a way to make sure that you're getting something from it, because if you don't make any money, then, you know, it's your business and it's not going to quite work. They also recommend that £250 is a really good way to kind of keep that regular kind of flow of customers and make sure that you're keeping an eye on it. And it also is good because if you don't obviously make if you don't make any money within 6 months, they'll kind of be like, do you want to do this anymore? You know, type thing. But there's no pressure. If you don't make any money in a month, they don't care. If you make money in a month, it really doesn't matter. And again, that's how that differs to a pyramid scheme. There's just no pressure to anything. With that though, they do give you incentives. So you do get certain incentives throughout the year, which you can do. Again, you don't have to, but you can. So for example, when you first become an ambassador, there's an incentive called the 4 in 30. So if you hit your first of 4 incentives in 30 days, you get a trip to HQ. Now, I was lucky enough to hit my 4 in 30, which is very, very rare to do as an ambassador. And I was so lucky to have a trip to HQ. And I actually filmed the whole trip as a vlog. So I'm actually going to put that up in a couple of weeks, probably. I might save it for a rainy day a little bit further down the line. Oh, sorry, I've got hiccups. But I've just had a smoothie with protein in it, and I don't know about you, but protein, it just makes me a bit like, I don't know. Anyway, trying to hit those protein goals. So yes, so I actually hit the 4 in 30. So again, you don't have to do this. They just try. The reason they do the 4 in 30 is to really kickstart your business, to give you that kind of push. Yes, you can do it. Start your business, you know, do your customers. They also recommend that you do a launch party, which again, I can help you with. So you can have all of your friends, your family around for some Prosecco. You can show them all the products, get them to test all the products. And you can also do parties in so many different ways. There's events, there's literally, we could go into so many ways that you can make your business provide to you. But that is the basics of becoming an ambassador. It's really simple. So all you have to do is pop me a message, fill out a form and buy your initial kit, and then have a meeting with me so I can show you your systems. And that's literally it. You can do however you like. You can find your way once you kind of have read all the initial emails, figure out a way to do it for yourself, and then come back to me and be like, look, okay, Zoe, this is the kind of business plan I've got at the minute. Can you help me with this? And I can help guide you to the perfect business plan for you. So that is pretty much how you become a Tropic Ambassador. As I said, there's so many amazing opportunities with it. Oh, that's what I was talking about before I got distracted with my protein. The opportunities as well, the incentives. Sometimes they'll hit an incentives where you can, you know, if you make £250 this month, you get entered in a draw to win a suitcase. And there's a Tropic branded suitcase that you could win. This month, they've actually given us an incentive for the last 6 months where if you make a certain amount of money, you get a ticket to Tropic Fest, which is a festival just held for Tropic ambassadors, and it will be next year for us. So if you hit £300, you get entered into the draw, so you get your ticket. If you make £1,000 a month, you get your ticket completely free, which is incredible. And there's loads of different other ones like that. So obviously with the lower incentives, if you wanted to come to the Tropic Fest, you'd have to pay to get into it. For example, we've got the Glammies this month, which is an amazing event. I'm so excited. It's literally in like 2 weeks time. Susie and Carlson go on the stage. They basically reveal all the Christmas products coming out, the new products coming out for the year. And they give you like a couple of, oh, you made this much this month, well done. You get in the draw to go to Nepal. There's so many opportunities you can have, and they'll reveal all of that. So for example, you know, I paid £50 to go to the Glammies this year so that I could just have my food, my drink, and all sorts of things like that. And a little glam bag as well. You know, there are ways that you can spend money. Once I hit a certain target, and I did get offered, you can have your body starter kit. So where you got your starter kit initially for £200, it's actually worth £600, that starter kit. I'm saying it like this, you can't see it, but it's down there in my bedroom. And what you can do is then you can get a body care starter kit. And again, instead of it being something like £400, it's down to £120. So there are ways that you can spend money, but you don't have to. And I personally haven't got mine yet. I might treat myself. And because again, it's good for expanding customers. But there's a possibility to go to Nepal, as I just said. Nepal, we have schools out in Nepal that we've actually built. So in the first video I made, I said that Tropic has 10% of everything that goes to helping non-profit organisations, and we've managed to actually build a school in Nepal, and they give you an opportunity to, if you hit certain incentives, you can get the chance to go to Nepal. And again, it's no pressure. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So I hope that's given you a little insight on how you can become a Tropic Ambassador. I honestly say all the time, it's one of the best things I've ever done. It's so flexible. It works around my timings. I literally love it so much. I love the people, love the opportunities. I get so excited. Today I came home from work and I was literally like, it's Tropic time, yes. Like, I literally love it. So I just want as many people to feel how I do, about themselves, about their skin, and about their own business, that I didn't even realise I could create my own business until I started this. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope that will you can tell we're doing renovations. I hope that you enjoyed and you've been enjoying these videos, and next time we're going to have some actual physical products in front of us. I'm going to be showing you your ambassador bag, and yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon.